great.
Have you ever looked on their website?
All right. If you will say your name and your position with non-traditional students, and that you're participating in the big event today. So my name is Shawn. I'm blank with non-traditional students, and I'm participating in the big event today.
My name is Shawn Davis. I'm on the advisory board for the Non-Traditional Student Foundation, and we're participating in the big event today.
All right, why did you get involved with the big event?
Well, I thought it was a good opportunity to contribute a little bit more to the community. A lot of times, especially with non-traditional students, since we have a little different background, we have different demands than the normal college student. Sometimes it's tough to be able to actually participate in some of the campus events and those sorts of things. So I thought this was a great opportunity.
Okay. What are you doing today?
Today we're trimming some hedges and raking up some leaves.
What makes you a non-traditional student?
Well, there are actually 5 criteria for non-traditional students. Me personally, it's just because of my age. I'm not a typical 20-year-old college student here. The other qualifiers are if you're a military veteran, that qualifies you as a non-traditional student. If you live, I believe it's 15 miles outside of campus, so anyone that's commuting would be a non-traditional student. And then, of course, anyone who's married or has kids would also qualify as being a non-traditional student.
Okay. Can I ask why you haven't been in school for a while?
Yeah, you can ask that, sure. Honestly, when I got out of high school, I didn't really have any of the opportunities that I wanted. So I decided the best way to deal with that would be not taking classes, go and spend some time out in the so-called real world, get a job, try and save some money. The problem that I ran into, and I've made a couple attempts since then at getting back, it's just that it can be difficult to try and manage not only having the money available, but then also being able to have the time to go to class and do all the work that's required. Honestly, what made the final decision for me for going to KU here is I have some family ties here to Lawrence. My grandfather still lives here in town. But I lost my job about 3 times over a 5-year period, and I decided, maybe it's time to switch industries. So I'm going back to school. My major is finance, and hopefully I'll find something that I enjoy a little bit more.
Where were you working before?
I had spent about 5 years total working in casinos.
What were you doing in casinos?
I first was a blackjack dealer for about 3.5 years, and then I was a pit boss for about 1.5 years after that.
What's a pit boss?
That's the supervisor. It's the guy in the suit that stands behind the games and just kind of stares at people, try to be intimidating. Not really all that intimidating, so maybe that didn't work out for me.
That must have been fun.
Casinos are an interesting place. Honestly, I learned a lot working there. I won't say that I necessarily want to return to that industry, but I mean, that was part of the decision too. I reached the point where I really wouldn't be moving any farther ahead than where I was without having a degree.
How do you think volunteer opportunities like today shape your experience at KU?
Well, it really adds a lot. You get a little more of a sense of community. You get to actually interact with some of the people that, you may see them in class or just see them on campus and their acquaintances. But a lot of times, there's not a whole lot of opportunity to interact as everybody's running back and forth between classes and then trying to get back and pick up their kids or going to work afterwards. So this is a neat experience to not only do something good, help somebody out, but to also interact a little bit more.
Yeah, I actually went to Ohio State before I came to...
What's your favorite part of today?
My favorite part of today, I would say getting up at 8 in the morning and sweating a lot. That's no, seriously though, just being able to do something good for someone that needs a little bit of help. I mean, as I mentioned, my grandfather lives here in town. That's where I'm going to be this afternoon after I get out of here, is helping him clean up his yard. So I just feel, I'm helping out another person that needs it.
Did you participate last year?
No, I did not. I haven't been at KU all that long, and I only just recently got involved with the Non-Traditional Student Foundation. I don't even recall hearing about the big event last year. So.
How about next year? Do you think you'll participate?
I won't be a student here, and with any luck, I won't be living in Lawrence because I'll have my degree already and be working somewhere. But if I'm around, then yeah, I'll definitely be here.
Okay. That's all I have.
Right,
Thank
thanks.
you so much. All right.